Welcome to the Rocky Mount Chamber Buzz. Today's guests are Amanda Bell, who is Vice Chairman of Membership, and Sharon Macon, who is an Ambassador. We've got lots of great things to share with you today.
Here with John Shaw and his wife Margot this morning, and they're the new owners of Reuben's Smokehouse Barbecue over here at the Tiffany Shopping Center, right near Ollie's and the Sears store. And I've been inside. They've done a great job remodeling it. One of the things that I hear all the time is we don't have enough good restaurants in Rocky Mount, so you're going to help take care of that problem. But we are honored to have you open your business here, and I just want to give you this on behalf of the City of Rocky Mount, the Rocky Mount City Council, and this just says, presented to Reuben's Smokehouse Barbecue on the occasion of a ribbon cutting with our sincere best wishes, and certainly from the City of Rocky Mount. If there's anything we can do to help you out, in addition to coming out and eating your good food, then we're glad to do that. But I want to present this to you and congratulate you and Margot on your venture here, and wish you best of the luck. And
thank you very much. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this morning. We certainly do appreciate it. As everyone's been saying, Reuben's was named after my father, and what we plan, our entrees is around Southern cooking, and we plan to use hickory smoke to cook most of our meats. And of course, we'll have the blues and the jazz live entertainment on occasion. And I just want to just thank everybody for coming out. We really appreciate it, and we're glad to be a part of the Rocky Mount, to see the city grow and be a part of it.
Your opening day is?
Our opening date is January the 1st at 11 a.m. and our hours will be daily from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m.
We are so happy to have Amanda Bell and Sharon Macon here. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Y'all have done so much, given so much of your personal time for the Chamber, and we're going to talk about that because we want to inspire other people to learn what you've gotten out of it and what motivates you. But once again, Amanda, you are Vice Chairman of Membership, and congratulations.
Yeah, this is my first year. I'm pretty excited about the opportunity.
And being on the executive board, so we're all very proud of her, aren't we, Sharon?
Yes, very. She's moving right on up the scale.
And Sharon, you have been noted as an outstanding ambassador for a long time, and I think are really taking some of the leadership positions and helping with that. But Amanda, since you were the leader of the ambassadors for 3 years prior to being given this position, tell us what the ambassadors do.
The ambassadors sort of serve as a liaison between the businesses and the chambers. In the chamber, they call on the businesses, they make personal contacts, they ensure that the businesses are getting what they need from the chamber. They ensure that if they have any problems, they're there to answer the questions. They also volunteer for 101 events through the year to try to make sure that the chamber events go off smoothly. That's something that Sharon has actually done a lot of this past year, is volunteering for the events. So they're very involved, and the great thing about being an ambassador is that it does give you an opportunity to be engaged with these businesses and with these events and to meet new people. I have met so many new friends being involved with the ambassadors.
Do you get assigned certain people, like each ambassador has a group that they're assigned to, or how does that work?
You do. Each year, the co-chair, which in the last 3 years has been me, sits down with Julia Farmer, who's over membership, and we divide up the businesses and we assign them to ambassadors that we feel like they will fit with. For example, if you live and work in Nashville, we'll probably give you some of the Nashville businesses. That makes sense for you. I was fortunate enough this past year to have several businesses that I was friends with, so it made it very easy to make the contacts and follow up with them. So we divide them up, and we ask that you encourage the businesses to come to the events. You ensure that the business owners know about the events, and the other part of that is sometimes, especially with a small business, maybe you don't feel comfortable going to the events because you don't know anyone. So the ambassadors actually, you can go with your ambassadors. They invite you to go with them, and it gives you that wingman when you go in, so to speak.
Sharon, what attracted you to become an ambassador?
I wanted to stop being a wallflower because when I used to go to the events,
you've never been a
You can imagine that.
but when I would go, like Amanda said before, I didn't know anyone, and I was very uncomfortable going. But I said if I became a part of something, people know me when they see me. Hey, Sharon, how are you? And that was the reason, because I wanted to get more out in the community, wanted to brand myself, so to speak. So when people saw me, they would know me, relate me to this, and I could get involved and just put a face with the name. People had heard the name, but they needed a face to go along with it.
And networking is paramount, not only in helping you as a business person, and both of y'all, of course, are business ladies. You're both members of the Women's Professional Network.
Right.
Yes.
As am I with you. Had the pleasure to do that. But people shouldn't underestimate the importance of making those connections. And if some people are more shy than others, then that's where an ambassador can help, can't they?
Yes, definitely by being an ambassador, people get to know you. And in this day and age, we've all learned that it's not what you know, and it's who you know. And it's not who you know, it is actually that they know you. Because like I said, they can know your name, but if they don't know a face, when they see you, they're like, hey, how are you? But if they know you by name and who you are and what you do, it is more easier for them to work with you. And like you say, getting out to network and brand yourself. You may be in need of an attorney, and it's easy to call an attorney when that is one of your members. If you're an ambassador and you've called on them, you're more comfortable. Just like when you choose a doctor, you want someone that you're comfortable with.
What are some of the events, Amanda, that the ambassadors get involved with? Give us some examples. Like you mentioned business after hours. What are some of the others that...
We do all the business after hours, the business before hours. They've started that this past year, which has been a great event. We're engaged with all the ribbon cuttings. As a matter of fact, we had the pleasures of going down to Sheets recently to do their ribbon cutting and to tell you what a difference this can make for you and your business. You know, we went to Sheets and I walked in as an average person, as an employee of my company, and met Stanley Sheets that owns the Sheets line. So
now you know Stanley.
Yeah, I was pretty excited. I got to shake his hand and talk with him. That was a very exciting event for me. But we also help with the annual, you know, the fall outing, the annual meeting that's coming up. We help with the golf tournament. In the past, we've helped with the golf tournament, with any of the events that are going on, the education forums, the business forums, anything that's going on. The ambassadors are the first group that the chamber calls on.
And I remember even like at the annual business meetings, they're standing at doors, they're checking tickets, they're just the eyes and ears in the working group to help the chamber staff.
I highly encourage businesses, if you are in a position to do so, to have an ambassador involved in this program. It opens up doors for your business. I remember when I started with my company, I said, you know, how involved are you with the chamber? And they said, well, we're members. And I said, but how involved are you? And they said, well, we're members. And I said, well, I think that anything in life is what you put into it. So we need to put a little more into it if we expect to get something back out of it. And so we started with the ambassador program. They offered up my time as a volunteer to help with the chamber. It opened up so many doors, and it has been such a positive partnership between our practice and the chamber.
And y'all were the Small Business of the Year last year, Rocky Mount Valley Medical. And it sounds like you're saying that the roots in the beginning of that, what led to that, came from your wanting to get more involved as an ambassador.
It did. It started out, you meet so many people, and you suddenly go to all these ribbon cuttings, and suddenly you've met the presidents of all of these businesses, and you know these people personally. You build relationships, and life is about building relationships.
And people who have businesses in the community look for other people who care about the community and whose businesses care about the community too.
Absolutely.
So we tend to do business more with people who support each other and who applaud. Sharon, are y'all always looking for more people to be ambassadors?
We are always. We are never full. There's always room for more people. And most people that become ambassadors, they're very happy about it once they get in. Because like Amanda said, you get out and you get to meet some great people. We were at a ribbon cutting just yesterday at Clean Sweep. And it was just like a luncheon. You know, you get to go in and meet your other fellow ambassadors, welcome a new business. They may have been here for a couple of years, but they just now become members of the chamber. And it's great to let them know that people care. And you just like, wow, right here in Rocky Mount. So it's like one big family. You know, there's always room in your family for more. You know, we're never full.
And Sharon hit the nail on the head. It really is like a family. The ambassador program really is like a family, and we are here to serve the businesses. And every business has somebody assigned to them. If you're having any sort of problems or just questions or just want to know how you can become more involved with the chamber, how you can make your membership work for you, contact an ambassador or call the chamber office, and they'll tell you who your ambassador is. And I promise you, you'll have a face-to-face visit within just a few days.
I want to pick up on that after the break, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
We are the past,
present,
and the future leadership of your Chamber of Commerce.
We are business members focusing on new beginnings, boldly creating our Twin Counties future.
members working toward broader thinking, community reinvestment, and public policy supporting strong business.
We are partnerships that create new beginnings.
We are business and community leaders working together for a better tomorrow.
And this is my time.
Thank you for staying with us. We want to thank again Roger G. Taylor and Associates for sponsoring this program. And I don't know if you ladies, I hope you've been able to watch The Buzz in the past, but I've learned a lot, not only by doing the interviews, but also by watching it. And it shows like this build pride in our community, and because we see good people doing good things.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Which is
Rocky Mountain is all about.
It is all about. Well, I want to mention first, Sharon, you work with First Media Radio?
Yes,
Communications?
Yes.
Just radio. There aren't other aspects of it than
No,
radio.
the only other aspect is actually internet, where we have ads or music online, but it's just strictly radio, no TV.
Oh, good. And you're a sales associate. And I bet it's really helped you professionally as well as the company for which you work.
It has. It has just opened doors that would, I can honestly say before I joined the chamber, those doors weren't open. And I had tried and couldn't figure out how to open them. So being an ambassador is a magic door opener, so to speak. It opens a lot of doors because when people see that you're willing to help and you take your time, which is actually it, when you take your time, they see that you must value your job and the community that you're actually in, and you want to see growth and growth with everyone, not only with just yourself.
And I have been to many ribbon cuttings and also presentations of Small Business of the Month, and I watch how the ambassadors celebrate each other. Just as you said, you all work together as a team, you work separately also, but you treat each other like family, and I think that's something that we want to mention, that if somebody watching is interested, they need to call the chamber and say, how do I get to be an ambassador?
Absolutely.
Amanda, one of the things right before the break, you made the comment that you help people know with a menu how to get more involved in the chamber, and one thing I hear is, I was a member of the chamber and I didn't get anything out of it. We don't want that to ever happen again. So tell us more about the menu of opportunities and how an ambassador can be that link for people.
Right. Well, first of all, your business, I can't imagine not being a member of the chamber, because I do marketing for a living, and I know that if you want your business to succeed, it needs to be in the forefront of everyone's mind. I use the analogy that no one asked for facial tissue, they asked for Kleenex, and it's because they built their brand. Well, to build your brand and to build your business, you have to be part of the community. The chamber offers you that opportunity in so many ways. I mean, one of the things that they offer is they do a news release that goes out through email to all the businesses, all the prime contacts of the businesses. This is free to members. You can post any sort of coupons. You can post any sort of news releases. When we've introduced a new provider at our office, we've done news releases through this. And we did things as simple as breakfast with the Easter Bunny. We did the press release. And again, that's positive promotion. It gets your name out in front of people, out in front of some of the decision makers in Rocky Mount. And then they have the opportunity to also send it out, like I send it out to everybody in our office. So I'm one person receiving it, but 65 people get it in my office. Other opportunities are website advertising through the chamber as a chamber member. And keep in mind, when new people are coming to town, they're looking businesses. They're looking a dry cleaner. They're looking a mechanic. They're looking a church, a doctor's office. They're looking all these things. One of the first places that new people go is the chamber website, because it explains what's going on in the town. It talks about it.
It's the arm of business.
It is. It is. It's reaching out to people. And so I want our name up there. I want, when people go on there, I want them to see it. The other part of that is statistics show that people tend to trust businesses that are members of the chamber. There's an automatic trust built in when you're a member of the chamber. And then there are so many events, and I cannot emphasize enough the importance of being involved with the chamber, not just joining, but taking advantage of these opportunities, posting things to their website, going to the events and meeting these people, shaking their hands, keeping your business out in front of their mind. Because not everybody is looking for a doctor all the time, but somebody's looking for a doctor all the time.
Right.
And so I've had people that have been with doctors for years and years, never thought that they would change, and then suddenly their doctor retires. Well, because I've built those relationships through the chamber, we've been able to pull those people over to our practice. That's very important to me. I think that you have to keep your business involved in the community, and one of the best ways to do it is through the chamber. The other part of that is the chamber is working on behalf of businesses, especially small businesses. I mean, they have their best interest at heart. They're out there, you know, campaigning basically for them, and I don't think there's a better representative we can have than Julia Farmer.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
With membership. I mean, she's fantastic. And you know, there is nothing that you need as a chamber member that you can't pick up the phone and call them, and they will try to make it happen for you. If you say, I need more business, they're going to give you some ideas about how to generate that business. If you say, I need support, this is what's going on in my business, they will help you with it. One of the things that our business did is we were having a little bit of difficulty attracting doctors to Rocky Mount, which, you know, I love Rocky Mount. I'm a Rocky Mount. You know, I'm a transplant. I moved here. But we were having a little bit of trouble with that. Alan Matthews said, Amanda, the next time you have a candidate, call me. I will come and take them out, show them around Rocky Mount, and give them all the reasons why they need to be in Rocky Mount.
Great.
Yeah, to me that was huge.
Yeah.
That was part of our recruiting costs that the chamber took over for us. And I can tell you that more than covered our chamber dues. And with our new president, Teresa Pinto, I'm very excited about some of the changes she's looking at as far as tiering the memberships and the cost of it to make it affordable for any business in town.
And some of that's already, and that's of course under your division, but some of that's already been done with entrepreneurial, working out of home, you know, startups, lots of things. So people who may not have thought that they could afford it, we're really working to make it more affordable, aren't we?
Absolutely. We have membership starting at $99.
Retired people.
Yeah.
Keep them engaged.
That's right. They want to know what's going on in the community still.
Absolutely.
Sharon, at the membership campaign last year, I just watched you with your smiling face, and everybody was saying, there goes Sharon, give it to Sharon. And you were running out, taking the membership applications and bringing back the checks. And what was that like, and what was the feedback you were getting from that?
Most people were amazed when they found out, like you said, there were opportunities, you know, how low they could actually become a chamber member. But one of the things I got enjoyment was to see the growth. People don't realize the old saying was, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to grow a town, and a village for everybody to prosper. Even if you're a millionaire, you still need that town to actually hold you up. So I would say that it was a great feeling, awesome feeling to see all the new businesses come in, the businesses that were here, and just saying we're growing and we have a bigger voice when we're larger in number as far as the chamber members, new members coming on. So it was an awesome feeling. I enjoyed it.
What a great event that was, too.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was awesome. You think about the new members that came in, people that signed up. And what got me was being in marketing. I was amazed at some of these businesses. I'd never heard of them before. And I'm just like, do you realize I count myself as a true shopper, but I tell people, there are a lot of people that don't know about you, that they go outside of our area looking for what you have. People have to know that you're here. Put your name out there. You know, if you're Walmart, McDonald's, or something different, but if you're one of a kind, let people know all the great things you have, and by being a chamber member, that's what it does.
That's right.
Vice Chairman of Membership, we've got about 1 minute left. Give us a feel for why anybody who might not be a member ought to be, Amanda.
Again, I can't imagine not being a member. I think that's probably a problem for me, because I believe that if you want to be involved in Rocky Mount, if you want people to shop with you, if you want people to buy your product or your services, they need to know about you. And one of the best ways to do that is through the Rocky Mount Chamber. I have seen that happen at our practice. In the last few years, we went from almost unknown to Small Business of the Year, and a lot of publicity that came with that. And that was directly because of our involvement with the Chamber. I can't imagine a business not being involved. And if there is any question as to whether or not it would work for your business, I encourage people to call me. Let me go sit down and talk with you.
Absolutely, and then send Sharon with the menus and ways that she can get them involved personally.
Right.
And you will take them by the hand and you will go places with them. So,
That's right.
That's right.
ladies, thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you for having us.
It's just wonderful, and I'm a great cheerleader for the Chamber too, but it's wonderful to hear y'all talk about it. So thank you for what you do.
Absolutely. You're such an asset to this community. Thank you so much,
having us,
Jean.
Well, thank you, and thank you for joining us. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.
We are the past,
present,
and the future leadership of your Chamber of Commerce.
we are business members focusing on new beginnings, boldly creating our Twin Counties future.
members working toward broader thinking, community reinvestment, and public policy supporting strong business.
We are partnerships that create new beginnings.
We are business and community leaders working together for a better tomorrow.
And this is my town.